to say, if you don't know, if you haven't heard, Joe Douglas, the miracle worker, just is trading right now for James Robinson. We all have had the worst victory Monday ever because AVT and Brees Hall are out. Now, I know that James Robinson is not Brees Hall, but he's better than Bam Knight, who's a rookie, and he's better than Ty Johnson, and he's going to be a very solid 1-2 punch with Michael Carter. So now Michael Carter has a real running back. Remember, this is a guy that got over 1,000 yards with Jacksonville. Horrible team when they were like 1-15. He was the one bright spot. This is a good running back. He's our running back, James Robinson. I don't know how many years he has left on his rookie contract. I'm not 100% sure that we can get him for over a year. It'd be crazy if Brees Hall came back. We had Michael Carter, Brees Hall, and James Robinson. This is a competent, proven 1,000-yard in his career in a season. He got over 1,000 yards rushing. Real running back. Now it lessens the blow of the hit. Yeah, Brees Hall, big hit. It was a horrible day to find out that news. We're going to miss him. He'll be back next year. He's young. He'll recover. He'll be strong. This is not the end of Brees Hall. But for this season, we got ourselves a running back to complement Michael Carter. We are still down our amazing guard. That hurts, and I'm not going to lie. I mean, it's painful that we don't have him. But getting a competent backup running back, a competent number 2 running back, a guy who's really a number 1 running back on a lot of teams. I mean, this is a legitimate running back, sharing carries, so we don't have to worry about Michael Carter getting too many carries, taking too much of the load. A lot of people don't think he's built for it. I think it's just nice to have a really strong guy. So now we're down to the loss of AVT. Look, we can't deny that, man. But as painful as that is, we know that George Fant and Max Mitchell will be back. Not next week, but we just got to survive through the bye week. The next 2 games, 3 weeks, 4 weeks go by. We're going to have those guys back. It's not AVT, but we did learn that our backup guard, who's been playing right guard, is good. Nick Fant or Max Mitchell can play decent right tackle. It's not the same thing, but our season is not over. And that's the key thing we have to understand. People are acting like the season's over. It's not over. We're 5-2. I can name 5 winnable games. You win one of those New England games. You beat Detroit. You beat Chicago. Who else do we play? Jacksonville. Seattle is a winnable game. I'm not saying we will. It's a winnable game. Miami's going to be super tough. I know no one expects to win it because we already beat them, but it's not impossible. It's absolutely not impossible. You could look at, we play Detroit. I mean, like, if you look at the teams we play, we can get 5 wins. It's possible. Even if we only got 4 and went 9-8, guys, that would still be an incredible season, especially given these injuries. But the key thing is we lost 2 key players. And James Robinson, it's not like last year when we got, like, Shaq Lawson to replace Carl Lawson. James Robinson, is he good? Yeah, he's good. He had over 1,000-yard rushing before Jacksonville drafted Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne 2 years ago in 2020. He had over 1,000-yard rushing on a 1-15 team. So, yeah, he's good. He's a really good running back. That was why the people were so confused when Jacksonville took Etienne. Like, it was a confusing move because they had James Robinson. There's nothing wrong with James Robinson. James Robinson is a starting running back on many teams. So this is great news. And remember, we don't need him to be a superstar, carry the team, bell cow running back. We need him to be a good 1-2 punch with Michael Carter. And don't forget how good. Remember, most of Jet Nation was thinking, we don't need to take a running back in the draft. We have Michael Carter. That's how good Michael Carter is. Okay? Look, I love Brees Hall, and nothing's going to make up for that sting. Nothing's going to make the sting of Brees Hall getting hurt go away. It's painful. But getting a guy like James Robinson is a great move. It shows dedication and commitment to the team winning. Now, I'm hearing from my friend's wife. This is about this fact. She's saying it's a sixth round pick. Now, I gotta say, okay, I'm gonna qualify this. She's reliable. These are not lying people. These are very reasonable adults. And his wife is into the Jets. I think she's trying to make him feel better. She found out the news. We all saw the report go that the Jets traded for him, but we didn't know what they traded for him. I'm hearing sixth round pick. I'm seeing in the chat somebody said fifth. I see six turns into a fifth. Either way, so worth it. Such a worthwhile thing. This way, we didn't sacrifice the future and give like a top, first, second, third, fourth round pick, or, especially first, second, and third round. Nothing like that. Nothing that is going to change the course of the path of the team. Something, though, that lets us take a real legitimate run this year. Because I know, look, we would have been happy with 8 wins if it happened slowly. This was unexpected for the Jets to make this run. But while it was unexpected, it's certainly, once you're here at 5-2, you got to go for it. You got to go for it. And to take a 6th round pick, yeah, I see that someone's saying, Vern saying we have an extra 6th round pick. So, oh, that's right, for Cashman. Brilliant. Right. So there you go. We still have our 1 through 7 then, right? So what a great move from Joe Douglas. What a great move. So look, James Robinson is going to, he did it for a horrible team in 2020, for Jacksonville. And he rushed over 1,000 yards. So this is a guy who can carry the ball a lot, bell cow type guy. This guy, it's playoffs or not, what's going to be key? That Max Mitchell and Fant get healthy. And that Fant is the Fant from last year. You stick the Fant from last year onto that offensive line, or Max Mitchell was projecting higher and higher every week. The other guy that came in, Herbig or whatever his name is, who came in at right guard, has been okay. So it's not ideal. It's not ideal, but it doesn't leave us empty-handed. Like, we'll still have a competitive offensive line. So this is great. Look. We lost 2 big guys, 2 best offensive players on the team, arguably. Right? We just replaced one with someone respectable. Like James Robinson and Michael Carter together is a strong combination. It's a strong running duo. It will do. It'll be fine. It will do. So Joe Douglas is awesome. So now it's about if we could just pull off a win in the next 2 weeks, right? So obviously the Buffalo is going to be really hard. So it's really next week in New England. If we can get into the bye 6-3, if we could just beat New England and get that 6th win, that's what we're hoping for, guys. This is our hope. This is what we have going for us. We get that 6th win and we're in. Like, not into the playoffs. I'm saying we get that 6th win. Oh, I see a super chat. I can't really highlight chats, so because I'm direct on YouTube. Thank you, Benji Unger. You're saying this is shaping up to be one of the most emotional seasons ever, like a movie, or maybe I'm dramatic. LOL. Look, it's big, man. Thanks for the super chat, Benji. I appreciate that a lot, my friend. Look, it's a big deal to me that we have a GM that can act so fast and not screw us over, not destroy the future, not do anything overly dramatic, not overreact and give away the future. But it's a very reasonable move. And Vern, what I'm thinking is he might have another cheap year left. Even I'm trying to think if 2020 was his rookie year. I doubt it because he went over 1,000 yards. So maybe it's 19, 20, 21, 5th year option, maybe. I don't know. I'm wondering if we can get him at an affordable price, it'd be great. Look, can you imagine having James Robinson as a number 3 running back next year? Plus, you continue to have him as an insurance insurance policy. People are asking, what did we give up? We gave up a 6th round pick. I'm hearing conditional 5th, maybe. I don't know, but what I heard was 6th, but maybe it's a conditional and could be a 5th. But whether it was a 6th or a 5th, Oh, sorry, I keep going in and out. I'm hearing is a restricted free agent. So we'll worry about that at the end of the year. But the bottom line is for next year, we have another running back. We have another running back in the backfield. So kudos to Joe Douglas. Um, and hey, I am not giving up. I'm saying it like crazy. I know a lot of people are really down today. Today was a really, really bad day for us. Probably the worst victory Monday we've ever had. But I've got to say, this team has showed incredible just resilience. So we can't give up. Everything we're getting right now is bonus, man. This was supposed to be a year where we needed to show growth. We needed to show improvement. People had different arguments and takes, but a lot of people said 8 wins, 9 wins, anything, right? We were 4-13. You go to 8 wins this year, it's good. Then our expectations went up. Our expectations increased because we're 5-2. When we were 4-2, it was increasing, right? And that's great. And yeah, this just turned into a real victory Monday again. I see that in the chat, and I agree. And but I've been saying all day, trying to talk people off the cliff. This is a test for this team. Nothing is threatening our future. Breece Hall will recover from this ACL. He's young. Young players nowadays recover from ACL. AVT is going to recover. The future for this organization is still incredibly bright. So this wasn't about next year in the future. People were acting like it was like just the whole organization was like pulled, done, stick a fork in us. But it wasn't. It's the excitement of this year, but we just got half of what we lost back in a sense. Like we've just made the running back position or kept the running back position strong. James Robinson, Michael Carter, it's a good duo, guys. There's nothing to hang our heads about with those two. It's good. It's not franchise changing the way Breece Hall is, but Breece Hall will be back. And those two running backs, if we could block for them and we can improve our passing game, those two running backs are good enough. They're not going to limit how far we can go as an organization. They're not going to limit us. It's not going to be a reason we're not able to succeed as an organization this year. So that's what Joe Douglas just did. He just made it that the running back position is not what's going to stop us, right? Now it's the offensive line. But I want to point out, we held it together in that fourth quarter in Denver. We held it together. That game was not over. It was still going into that fourth quarter a game, and all those guys were out. I mean, Corey Davis was out. We know Elijah wasn't in the game at all. So 2 of the wide receivers, Corey Davis and Elijah, 2 of the top 3 out. AVT was out. Right? Breece Hall was out. And we still fought and got the victory. We still fought. We still got 6 points. We still got a couple of field goals. We sealed the game. This game is very heavily built on our defense now. We're winning because our defense is playing better. Right? That didn't change. We're going to go out there this Sunday and we are going to beat New England. Can I hear you? Can I get a hallelujah? Can I get a hell yeah? Are we going to beat New England? Yes, we are. We're going to go to 6-2, and we're going to keep this train moving. I believe in these Jets. We are going to overcome. We're going to overcome. We're going to go to 6-2. That's right. That's right, Adam. We're going to 6-2, and we're going to take this, baby. We're going to take this. We are going to take this. We're going to still continue to win and compete. We're still going to let the league know we are not giving in to injuries no more. That is not the Jets team that we are anymore. That is not us. That's not who we are. We're a team that doesn't quit. We're resilient, and all this is going to prove it. And get ready next year because next year is going to be insane. I have no idea how to end this video, but it's time that I do because just like you guys, I want to go to Jets Talk 24/7. So I'll see you guys over there. Thanks for joining me. Super, super excited, guys. Great pickup from Joe Douglas. We got ourselves just top-notch GM. Love it. James Robinson,